There he is. There's my Alex. Okay, Alex.
There we go.
I am not good at this. We're going to have to wait till everybody signs back on here just a second. I got tickled because I'm like, I did it through my computer. And I'm like, okay, no big deal, right? But no, I guess
Yeah.
you can just do this on the phone or something. So this is
Yeah.
kind of
Well, I guess you
crazy.
had to start a new live stream and specifically from the start say go live together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what I did. So thank you for sharing that. I was thinking, oh, because like on TikTok, you can just come right in. I can invite you right there. But I
Yeah.
guess they don't offer that here. So
Yeah.
I
They
hope
made it difficult, but we made it happen.
that's right. And it looks
Yeah.
like everybody is catching back on here. So we'll give
Yeah.
them just a minute. Thank you, Alex, for being on here, by the way.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
I love seeing you. I can't wait to see you in January, just a few days
Yeah.
away. We get to
Mm-hmm.
see each other again. So everybody's saying hi again. Hello, hello. We've got North Carolina in the house, Indiana, Seattle. We've had Toronto, Florida. You're in Florida, Alex.
Yep.
So we've got them signing on here. I had to knock them off, but I was like, I'm not missing the opportunity to talk to Alex. So I wanted to talk today, though, about what a year 2023 was. There was
Mm.
so much new excitement for me that I had never experienced before. So you have been a huge part of that. I am literally going into 1 year of being on YouTube. And wow, I mean, it has been a ride. YouTube has been something that I never really used before, except for watching videos until the day you told me, hey, you need to put this on YouTube. There's people out there that need this. And I'm like, nobody wants to hear the East Tennessee girl talking about this stuff. And he's like,
Yeah.
no, they do. So Alex, I just want to thank you publicly because you have been such a big encourager and a helper. And wow, I tell everybody about you every day, all day long. So thank you for coming again. Like I said, we've got New Zealand in the house. Wow.
Wow.
We've got New
Arkansas.
York, Arkansas. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I I am honored that you guys are sharing a little bit of your Sunday with me. I hope that you have had a wonderful Sunday out there. And I hope everybody's looking forward to the new year because I am. After I saw what happened with 2023, I can only imagine what's going to happen in 2024. And I hope that everybody stays with me and that we grow together. That's the point, is making each other accountable, I guess, so that we all do our best in everything that we do, not just our finances. We're talking about life in general. So I'm excited about life and I want everybody to be excited about life. Alex, tell us a little bit about what you see for 2024.
Gotcha. Well, I'll tell you, Christy is a bigger supporter of mine than my own parents. She's like my biggest fan, my biggest client, my best friend. So Christy is amazing because I was thinking about this recently, and I want you to put in the comments, where do you think success comes from? I'll give you guys a few seconds to type your answers, but where does success come from? I'll give people a few seconds to type their answer. And I'm going to tie this back into Christy because success comes from good judgment, but the only way to get good judgment usually is through your own experience and mistakes. And the only way to do that is through bad judgment. But the way Christy did it is she said, let me not learn from my own failures. Let me model someone else who's already been successful. And let me turn decades into months, if not a year.
Oh, wow.
And so,
Yeah.
anybody watching, that's why you should not just look at me, but look at Christy and say, how can I model Christy, whether it's in her business and her life with her own finances? And how can I save a lot of time without having to make the mistakes on your own? Again, good judgment is the way to success, but you don't have to get the experience yourself. You can look at me, you can look at her, learn from the mistakes that we've made to get your own success. And so I'm thinking about that a lot heading into 2024. Like, how can I look at other people and learn from their mistakes to speed up my own progress?
That is excellent, excellent advice. Yes. So going back to 2023, I am not sure what month I finally made the jump. Okay, I've told you I didn't make the jump. My husband made the jump to Alex. And my husband is not here right now. He's with his mother, and
Mm.
he has been a huge part of my success. He has been a huge supporter. He and Alex have become great golfing buddies. I'm like, I'm not into this golf scene thing, but okay.
Maybe
And
next time.
they have really enjoyed each other this
Yeah.
summer. And I just want, Alex and Scott to know that, here, Scott, just kidding.
That's
We
pretty
had that
accurate. That's not bad.
we had that drawn, I think, a couple of years ago. So that's what we do everywhere we go. I've got them all over this wall where we do those cartoon drawings wherever we go. But just a little bit of life that you kind of keep around to remember what you were thinking or doing when you did that. But as far as when I began the YouTube channel, I remember Alex saying to me, just do it. And I was thinking, this is so stupid. I mean, I remember saying that in my mind
Yeah.
of, why would I put this on YouTube? Because, I was thinking small. I was thinking, let's teach the people in my area. Well, the people in my area didn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
They're not interested in getting their finances in order. So when you were saying that, I'm like, well, maybe if I reach other people, they'll be thankful that they've learned the information. They'll run with it and, do what I did, get out of debt, get ahead. So when you kept making the suggestions of the videos, I would come home after work, which was very stressful job I had. But I'd come home after work and I work from my basement. I am a one
Yeah.
man band. If you've ever heard that, I am a one man band. I do the videos, the content, the thumbnails, everything you see. And I just, off of a side note here, I had a couple of people this week. They're like, Christy, you're way too big for this now. You need to get you some microphones and you need to start doing some flashy stuff with your videos.
Mm.
And I'm like, Alex says, if it's not broke, why fix it? And I thought that when I got those comments about, needing mics or whatever, I plan on getting mics, but I'm not like doing it because, oh, I'm too big for this. No, no, we're here.
Right.
It's not about how big we can go. It's not about, how fancy I can get. It's about getting that word out to the people so that you guys can find some financial peace just like I did. I did it. I know it works. So all the naysayers, if you're on here right now, you can't talk me out of doing it. So that's what I'm saying is it's not about fancy. It's not about let's see how big in the world we can go. It's about sharing that if I can do it, anyone watching right now can do this. And I'm not talking about just finances. I'm talking about taking your life to a level you never dreamed was possible. I, Alex, did I not tell you I just want to make what I'm making at that job I had before?
Right.
That was it. I was
Mm.
clearing about $8,000 a month, I think. And I thought, I just want to make the money so I can keep up, my lifestyle. Never thought anything about it going out of control. It has gone out of control, but it is an exciting ride. And I want to share that with people because I'm literally from the backwoods of Tennessee. And if I can do this, people, you can do this. And 2023 is all it took for me. I haven't been doing this for decades. I've been doing this for 1 year, 12 months. We're right on the 1 year. I believe it was February, actually, is when I started making the videos. So, that being said, I wanted Alex to be on here because he is my encourager. He and my husband are the ones that continually said, just put the videos up, just put the videos up, they'll come. And I was like, okay. So once you get doing it and you see that people are reaching out and they're like, how did you do that? Show me how to do that. My life changed because I'm getting the hope, the peace out there to people that I wanted to send. And here we are. And I could not
Mhm.
be any happier. I'm so happy. I'm fulfilled because I finally took the dream that God put inside of me and jumped. It's a jump. It's literally a jump. So that being said, Alex, thank you. And I want to know, like, how do you feel about this past year and what it has led into?
Well, I'll say the same thing. Even in my own business, 2023 was the biggest year I've ever had. But I think you and I are alike in that even when I started my first business back, I mean, 7 years ago, it seems like an eternity ago, but it's less than a decade ago. I thought if I could make 5,000 a month, I'll be rich. Like I'll be paying all my bills. I could even go out to eat once in a while. Like I'd be set. But then as you start to make money and you see other people doing it, you're like, well, they're human, right? They're made of blood. They were made from God. Like they're not super special aliens for business. Like I can do it just like they can do it. And then you start to raise your goals and level up over time. But this year, even for me, was a shock. I mean, my biggest month was 740,000 in revenue in a month.
Wow.
Even in a year, if I made that, I would think I'm like Bill Gates, like
Well, you
Warren
are Bill
Buffett,
Gates.
like Donald Trump. I thought I'd be like super rich, but I did that in a month. And so but I think the big thing between you and I, Christy, and people can comment is that if you think it's impossible, it'll never happen. But I
Right.
don't think you and I thought that our growth was impossible. Even if we didn't set out to say it's going to happen tomorrow, we didn't think it was not going to happen, which is half the battle. Is saying, hey, it's possible, it's maybe unlikely in our mind, but we didn't discount that, oh, like you're never going to get 177,000 subscribers. You didn't think it would happen in this time frame. We also didn't think that it's never going to happen. I think a lot of people, before they even start, they already assume failure and they set that as their destination, and that's why it ends up being their outcome.
Right. And I agree. I totally agree because I remember my own mindset. Now, the last 10 years has been I've been a real like visionary. So, like I teach on the channel, write down your goal, stick it in front of your face, say it out loud, talk about it, what you're going to do. Now, do you talk about it to people? Not necessarily, because I didn't have any supporters, especially except for my husband. It was like, even everybody's like, oh, that sounds like a good dream, or oh yeah, that sounds fun. I've even had people say to me this year, why would you want to help people? Why are you doing that? And it's like, I am so thankful that I came over that and I kept my vision up. Guys, I go to the point that I had it written down in my wallet, in my purse. I never pulled it out because it's on my vision board that my refrigerator basically. And I'll stand there, drink my coffee, and I'll just say out loud, what I'm going to accomplish this month. And that has been an amazing game changer for me, because the Bible tells us to ask, seek, knock, and it will be open. If you took no other promise out of the word, there you go. It's telling you to ask for what you want and believe that you're going to receive it and you will have it. And I just stand on that. So I do that every day. And even with this YouTube channel, I remember at the very first, I had 1,000 subscribers. Then I went to 10,000 on my vision, 10,000. It went to 60,000. I don't know if you remember that or not. In
Mhm.
May of 2023, I was in Myrtle Beach on vacation, and my phone started blowing up with YouTube comments and TikTok. And I was like, what in the world? And so I went on TikTok and there was 14,000 people.
Mhm.
And I was like, this is insane. So they all must have switched over to YouTube when they
Right.
found out I had the channel or whatever. And from there, it has been, Katie, bar the door because they're coming. And it has been beautiful because I'm getting now the results from people that's been doing this for several months. And it's so successful. I have not had one person come to me and say, "Oh, velocity banking doesn't work. This is a bunch of bull." They
Mhm.
all say, some of them, even like myself, you slip back into your old ways and then you have to pull yourself back up. Even in those conversations that I've had, it's success after that fact of backsliding even. So it works. And that's why I had to get that message out there. And that's why I think the fulfillment of what I do now is like unbelievable because God had it inside of me the whole time. I had been hearing for years, you need to get this message out because I've had it for about 13, 14 years.
Mhm.
And I told people in my video, I think it was yesterday's, I mentioned Matt Pillmore. I'm going to speak with him later on this month, January. And I'm so excited because guess who I first heard Velocity Banking from? It was
Mhm.
him. And so to share what has happened over my 13 years with him, I can't wait. I hope he's as excited about me as I am about him because he is the beginning of all of this. So I just, I wanted to come on and do a little short live here to let people know you can do this. I want to encourage you. Yes, you need to work on your finances. You need to get out of debt. We don't need debt hanging over our heads. I use good debt, but we don't need the junk. But when it comes to your life, set your goals. Decide today that 2024 is not going to be rough if 2023 was for you. Just set it in your mind. I am going to do whatever that dream is I've had on my heart all this time. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to stop letting people or circumstances or whatever stop me. Alex, you have taken some of the clients that I've had and done wonderful things with their dreams. Tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So you mentioned you've been thinking about this for 13 or 14 years, right?
Yeah,
Right. And so I think that's the thing that most of my clients are dealing with is that they're waiting for the perfect time, like the perfect time in their life where they have the perfect amount of time in their schedule, the perfect amount of money, the perfect everything. And it ends up being that there's no such thing as the
yeah,
perfect time. Right. And so I think that's the biggest change that I have in a lot of my clients' lives and businesses is that I get them saying, hey, let's take action now, not tomorrow, not next quarter, not next year, because it's just going to keep rolling over until you're dead. And you're going to
right,
be like, oh, I'm 65, 75, 85. I wish I would have done this when I was younger. I wish I would have made a bigger impact. But at that point, it's too late. So the biggest thing I've helped my clients with, and I'm sure you can agree, is just, hey, there's a lot that we could do, but we need to focus on what can we do right now to make progress on your business. And as we grow, we can make adjustments. The issue is that people want to do everything at once. Website, YouTube, a million subscribers, $1 million in revenue. They want it all right now. But you also, like you're saying, you had 1,000 subscribers for 5 months,
right,
and then you had 2,000 subscribers. Then all of a sudden, it looks like you're an overnight success, but you also
right,
didn't get a ton of views the first 5 to 6 months
right,
relative to what you're getting now. The issue is that people want it right now. They want to accelerate the process. And if they don't get instant results, they don't get that instant six pack, like they go to the gym for a month, then they quit. So I help my clients say it's a long-term process. You have to look long-term, but there are things that you can do to make progress over time. But the key is taking action, not waiting for a hypothetical perfect time because it doesn't exist. And I'll,
right,
I'll mention one more thing, Christy, in that a lot of people I talk to, they want to jump from financial, let's say, desperation to financial freedom. There's really three stages of finances. It's financial desperation, like you're just trying to pay your bills, you're not in a position to grow, you're just getting by.
right,
Financial security, where you're doing well financially, you're paying your bills, you're comfortable, but you're not at that next level of financial freedom. And then, of course, there's financial freedom where you can retire tomorrow. So I really implore people before you look to start a business or talk to me, work with Christy on changing your personal finances to get to a place of financial security. Then you can take financial security, turn that into financial freedom. A lot of people try to take that leap over financial security, go for that home run, and that's just not the way it works. And so I do implore people to, again, get rid of that job mindset of I'm going to get this
right.
business to start, I'm going to hit a home run, and I'm going to be like Christy in a month or two. That's just not the way it works. So jump in once you're financially secure, then seek financial freedom with a long-term perspective. That's when things really work out.
Yeah, and when you said that about age, I think that's where you and I are totally on different pages, and how we could be totally together, I don't even understand that, because you're 25 years old, I'm
Mhm,
double your age plus a couple of years,
mhm.
and it's like, if you can work with a 50-year-old woman, I was 51 when I started this, and take me from, I mean, I have 10x to my income, and that has been unbelievable. People, if you're listening, please understand that I had no intentions of this. I had no idea this could even happen. It was about helping people, period. It still is, but wow, the benefits that have come back from that. And I have increased my tithing. I'm going to give that to God, because I do know that my giving has a lot to do with what's going on here. But when it comes to Alex being 25 years old, um, if a 25-year-old would work with him today, I can't even imagine what they're going to be by the time they're my age. I can't imagine what Alex is going to be by the time
Mm,
he's my age. And
thank
I'm
you.
so encouraged by that. And I have children your age. And you know, I just this week referred you to one of my close friends, her daughter, you know, she's your age. And I can just see a light in her eyes of wanting to be more, but she really doesn't think she can because of the area she's in. And that's why I turn her to over to Alex, because I'm like, if he can't help you, no one can. You know, what is that? Alex, Alex, he's our man. If he can't help us, no one can. So
See, I told you, you're literally my best cheerleader. Like nobody does it better than Christy. Nobody.
I love Alex. I've
Oh.
seen his heart. He's not in
Mm.
it for the money. I know that he is filthy, filthy rich, but I know him. He's not out to make the buck. He is literally helping people to fulfill their dreams. And just like with me and the finances, you and actually taking things that people have been thinking about for years and bringing it to fruition for them, you need a big pat on the back, a big hug. I need to see you. So, if you guys are looking for someone to help you with your dream, if you're in a job, if I can speak, if you're in a job now, let's say you're in marketing already, and you think that you're wanting to step out from your position or maybe build it up, or you know, maybe you have something that you're selling on Etsy right now, or maybe something you want to do, or make it sell, whatever, please give Alex a call and just talk to him, because if you can have a conversation with him, he gives you ideas. He gave me ideas that I thought was, what, I didn't even know we could do that. So if you just have a conversation with him about what it is you're even thinking about, let him see if he can, you know, put a light the fire. I mean, you need that. We all are put down here on this earth to grow. In church this morning, they were talking about the talents, which the owner of the property or the land or whatever gave his servants a different amount of talents. And you know, they doubled that. They doubled their investment of what he had given them while he was gone. Well, the one that just stood still and didn't do anything with his actually buried it in the ground because he was afraid to move.
Mm.
That guy was really condemned for doing that. So, you know, a lot of people teach that, you know, Christians aren't supposed to be anything but poor minded. You know, you have to have a mindset of humility, which means that we're poor and pitiful and just waiting to die to go to heaven and get our mansion. Well, I don't believe that. I believe that you can have it here if you're using those talents and exactly the way he gave them to you to use and increase. So I'm encouraging you guys to go on the increase. Don't be ashamed that you want to go on the increase. And don't be negative thinking that can't happen for me. I promise you, everyone around me is mind blown at what I have accomplished right here in the basement of my home. So if I can do it, you can do it. And I want to encourage you to maybe get in touch with Alex and see how he can move you forward with your dream. Alex, what kind of suggestions do you have for them if they want to reach out to you?
Yeah, and so I'm sure you could put my link. I think the link's already in your video
Yes.
description. But I think the biggest thing is that it's not a sales call. I really do call it a free consultation because I'll hear your ideas. I'll really give you my advice on if it's viable and if you're at the right place. I'm sure people can comment. I've told a lot of people, I love your idea, but the timing is not right. Like Christy said, I'm not about just signing people up, even if it's not the right time for them, because timing is half the battle. I do want people to start right now, but if financially it just doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. So I'd rather you focus on getting your finances in order, get to a financially stable place, then focus on growth, then focus on expansion. It's hard to do both at the same time, but you have skills, you have a passion, you have an expertise that can be turned into a business, especially online. Like Christy said, you don't have to think about who in my local area would hire me. Nobody would, so I guess I'm not going to start it. You have hundreds of millions of people online that have never heard of you, that want to hear about you. They want to hear your message and your mission, but they don't know where to find you. And so you got to become findable. You have to understand who's my ideal customer. What can I offer them? And again, figure out how to reach them, how to give them free value. And then, of course, they'll be asking to give you money. Just like Christy, she has to turn people away. Like, please, I only have, she has like 30 calls a day. She's like Wonder Woman. It's crazy how many calls she could take. But literally, she provides free value. She knows who her ideal person is, her ideal customers, and they just all rush to Christy. They want her help. And you can do the same thing. But again, if you want to go through the link, I'll have an honest conversation with you. It'll be me. Leave your credit card at home. If it's not a good fit, I'll let you know. If it is a good fit, I'll let you know as well.
And he is real when he says that, because I have sent some of my close friends to him that are ready to, like, oh, I'm going to do this. And he'll literally tell me and them, it's just not the right time. It's just not the right time. So he loves, making money as much as the rest of us, but he's not going to take advantage of you if it's not there, if it's not a good time. And what he's saying about, having your finances in order is, I I have people come to me every day, like he said, and we have conversations. And if I think that you have the means to go ahead and move forward with Alex, we'll talk about that. And I'll make suggestions based on that. So I do have those conversations with people. And yes, my calendar has been turned off only because I need to play catch up here at the end of the year. I need to prepare for the classes that are coming up, starting January the 4th. If you have questions about that, feel free to go to my website, which is fantasticfinances.com. The information is there. But it's just like, there's so much to do, and it's a big old ocean of people needing help out there, and you're just one little drop in that ocean. So if you can change your mind to whatever it is that you're desiring to do, get your finances in order, or if you're already in order, then, have the consultation with Alex and let's see how we can move you forward quickly in 2024. I'm very excited to see people move into places they've never been before. Very exciting to me. So, Alex, I appreciate you so much for coming on here today. I wanted to see your face.
And I'll see your face too. We can hug in person in like 2 weeks,
I
in no
know, I
time.
know, I know. So, Alex and I text every day. That's one thing I'm going to say about Alex before we leave here. Not only is his heart in it to help you, young or old, he doesn't care. But just because, it's like, I can't even explain it, Alex. It's like that you're one on one with me. I have yet to work with any other team members that you may have. I don't even know about your team members. I've heard you mention a name, but I'm like, how do you have the time to work one on one with me? He will text me. We text about every day, even on
Yeah.
weekends. And so to me, it's amazing the customer service that you give. And you didn't know me from anybody that's commenting on here right
Mm.
now. So I just thank you. I am going to be appreciative to you till the day I die. And it has been a joy knowing you and getting to know you. And I can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks. It's just a couple of weeks.
Well, that means a lot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Christy.
Well, you're welcome. And you guys, you all are welcome to leave any questions or comments under this video. I'm going to leave this up so that others that did miss this live can actually catch on and see what we talked about. This is just an encouragement for 2024. 2023 may have been rough for you, but you can turn that around. Write your vision down. Write it down on paper. I don't care how dumb it seems. Write it down. And as unrealistic as it is, you put that up and you talk to yourself about that every day and you watch it unfold. It will. And when you throw your giving into that, when you're helping other people, wow, you're liable to explode. So get
Hmm.
ready. It's a ride. And I have enjoyed it. And I just thank Alex for that too. I thank the Lord and I thank my family. And I hope that you guys will continue to watch videos and get in touch with Alex if you need anything. I'm sure he'd be glad to help. Thank you guys. I hope you all have a terrific New Year's Eve night tonight. Uh, be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye.